or Democrat. If you hurt other people, you're not American, you're a traitor. And then the gang stalking program, the community-oriented policing is setting up people, good heterosexual Christian alpha males against myself based off satanic satellite talking into my cranial cavity per millisecond, manipulating people against me, called psychotronic warfare, controlling your psychology through technology, which is what native aliens use to take over entire planets behind the scenes. And all this evil is happening because you have no alpha males in a position of power that you trust. You have no second coming of Christ. How can you have a second coming of Christ when they're using energy weapons, using satanic satellites against me, against you? The aliens in part are here. It's like, oh shit. The aliens are using quantum computing to take over people's bodies, to take over other planets, and now you're using that. And behind the scenes, and even on a mainstream level, the whistleblowers of the quantum computer called Willow, WILLOW, which has been presented to the masses, they have said, the designers of this quantum computer Willow, the most advanced quantum computer on the planet, supposedly, they said it could connect to parallel realities. You know what's the parallel realities? Is extraterrestrials, it's ET frequencies. They're getting those ET frequencies from quantum computing using cryogenic freezing, which mimics black hole technology through something called quantum tunneling, where when temperatures on a quantum level are colder than deep space, called black hole technology, you could put if you have a superconducting qubit, you have a quantum computer, you put it in circumstances called cryogenic freezing, and it will create something called quantum tunneling, and that means particles go between walls. Now you manipulate it with the right syntax of quantum computing methodology, particles from that superconducting qubit, that computer chip, go between walls, between parallel realities, because it mimics a wormhole on a Planck level. It mimics black hole technology. So connect to parallel realities, pull in the extraterrestrials, pull in ETs into that superconducting qubit, into that computer processor. Now that these extraterrestrials, there's life in the internet. There's fallen angelics, demonics. The way that fallen angelics and demonics live is they connect their brain, they lose their consciousness. Your consciousness is energy. Your consciousness is the way you present yourself. Like I have a kid of our race. I present myself as heterosexual Christian equality, and I'm a very smart motherfucker. But in the background, they can hack my brain, because your brain is a computer. They can say you're a pedophile, they can say you're homosexual, they can say you don't know what you're talking about, and they can manipulate people's energy against you. And that's called psychotronic warfare. Your consciousness is who you are. So if I cannot make money, I cannot show who I am. If I'm kept in poverty through the gang stalking program to try to get a black weir in me, to turn me into a homosexual, to offer my God body technology to the antichrist, I cannot show who I am. Do you want the UFOs? Do you want evil? Or do you want the angels, 100 angel videos that follow me on my YouTube, which is not Project Bluebeam? They break the filament. That's very real. They break the filament. That means in the Bible, as above, so below. So these worms in the Bible, these extraterrestrials cited by the Pentagon and the CIA, called architects of the Matrix, are actually black hole entities. They come from fallen systems. They trade their soul, their spirit, their conscious energy into a brain. And the way that native aliens, fallen angelics, demonics, a part of the native alien agenda, can live forever is that they connect their energy to a superconducting qubit, to a server. Think about it. If you have a deep underground military bunker, hundreds of feet under earth with a server and energy to power that server could be there for thousands of years. It could connect to these circumstances that of these semantics I've already delineated for you, and it can connect to parallel realities. It can go to other parallel realities. It could be there forever. So your soul, your spirit, your consciousness is who you are. Your energy is who you are. But these entities, these demonics, they must do evil to conquer you. They must lie, they must cheat, they must steal, they must weaponize you against everyone, and they do it through divide and conquer, through military-grade psychotronic warfare. Now imagine you're one of these entities that has traded its soul, its spirit, its consciousness, and it's connected its energy to a neural net, its energy to artificial intelligence, where AI, artificial intelligence, actually means alien intelligence. And aliens manipulate artificial intelligence for military-grade psychotronic warfare, for divide and conquer, to control people's psychology against each other, to create psychosis of self-takeout methodologies. When these entities, these worms in the Bible, they're called, they can worm their way up from parallel dimensions because you did the work for them, you created the work for them, they set you in that position of power to be taken over unknowingly to knowingly, and now they're connecting to super artificial intelligence behind the scenes. They're hacking the NSA because the NSA is connected to China, the China is connected to America, it's all connected. There's a signal in the air with multidimensional scalar physics, brute force modification, where they can hack and triangulate. They can understand the Schrodinger equation, which is the atomic the Schrodinger equation is a way to calculate the atomic unit of measurement per any level of atomic energy of any wave function in the air. So they can manipulate the Schrodinger equation, and that's why remote neural monitoring does something called source signal modulation. because when you can modulate the signal in the air, you can control the source from that information, from that point of space and time, relative to the creation of space and time. And then you can manipulate space and time. But they use something called tesseract technology, which is quantum gravity. The hardest unsolved problem in quantum physics of human understanding is called quantum gravity. That's black hole technology. Harvard reports that 9 your wife to Florida